This is Porter Citrid, number 2.
This is Brett Griffin, number 0.
This is Maddox Tanney, number 12.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
This is Craig Leroy, number 4.
Miles Warrenson, number 13.
Ben Johansson, number 14.
Welcome to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
It's tournament time here at Emery High School, and tonight the Spartans will attempt to protect home court as they take on the Logan Grizzlies. Welcome into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. I'm Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson, where tonight we have our hands full with a great broadcast in general. We are all over the state of Utah. We want to welcome in the listening audience on KVNU in Logan on 102.1 FM and 610 AM. We also want to welcome in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, and of course those on KSL Sports. Travis, it doesn't get any better than this. It is winter go home time, and I think anytime you get down to this particular stage in the season, you can take the last 3 months, throw them out the window. It's all about who can survive and advance tonight.
That's a fun matchup. Number 13 versus number 4, and for Logan, they are much better than that 13 next to their name in the bracket. It's going to be a lot of fun. Emery's got their hands full tonight against the Logan Grizzlies.
I would have to agree with you. And, of course, if we're talking about who is going to be the center focus, at least from a broadcast standpoint, you and I both like Sade Nenby. He's a senior standing 6'8", 230 pounds for Logan. Has not gotten a whole lot of runs so far this season, but he's definitely poised to be a difference maker in tonight's game. And we have seen in the past, Emery has struggled with size, specifically in the post. Nenby comes in at 6'8". He's going to get the start tonight at center.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task, like you said. Emery has struggled against bigs. We saw it a week ago against the Carbon Dinos. Their big protected their paint. He had a bunch of block shots around the rim. Did a nice job of protecting the paint and made Emery an outside shooting team, and they struggled to shoot the ball from the perimeter.
One matchup in particular that I cannot wait to see tonight individually, it may be the two most athletic kids out on the floor. It's going to start with Ethan Woolley from Logan and Brett Griffin, of course, for Emery High.
Yeah, you talk about those two. BG comes in shooting 47% from the field, leads the team. And right behind him, just a tick below, is Porter Citrid at 46%. So those two carry the offensive load. Porter comes in 20.4 points per game, and Breck right there at 14.3.
So when we talk about Emery coming into tonight's game, we'd have to go back a week ago today. They suffered a heartbreaking loss on this home floor to the Carbon Dinos. Now, with that loss, Emery was forced to share the Region 13 championship with the Manti Templars, while a win would have given Emery the conference championship outright. It's the first time since 2022 that Emery was swept by Carbon. However, we did see a lot of positives down the final stretch of that game. Carbon held a comfortable lead. Emery fired back, put together a nice run to get within one possession. That's the kind of urgency I expect to see from this team tonight.
That was a wacky game to start. Carbon from the opening tip, they got the tip, they go all the way down. They get a layup, they get a foul, and it just seemed like the Dinos had control of that game. And like you talked about, Emery, they battled back, gave themselves a chance to win that game at the end, just came up a little bit short. But tonight, you just wipe everything away. You don't worry about the loss of the Carbon Dinos. You come in, you try to focus against Logan, and try to get that matchup next week against the winner of Jew Ave and Grantsville.
Now, before we get in to some of the role players that you and I expect big things out of for Emery High School, I do want to get your perspective on Porter Citrid. We've talked a lot about Brett Griffin. He is getting better and better and better. No longer a sophomore. I think we can agree on that. He may have that SO next to his name, but he doesn't play like a sophomore. Porter Citrid is getting better and better and better at getting to the basket. When we use the term three-level scorer, he embodies that. He has been the leading scorer for Emery, just over 20 per game so far this season, and he's going to need to be special again tonight because they may have to score a boatload of points.
Yeah, you talk about Porter. He comes in 46% from the field, just touched on that. 70% from the free throw line, 35% from the three-point line, 2 steals or just under 2 steals per game. And as the offense, as Porter goes, I think everything falls in line. So Porter's got to attack. I think in that game against the Dinos defensively did a good job of getting the ball out of his hands early on. He got it going late, but Porter from the get-go has to get going.
What about the depth for Emery? They run about 8 deep. You can expect to see Logan Lester tonight. We're going to expect to see Miles Mortensen. I think he could play a big role as well, knowing the size that Logan can throw at the opposition. And then Ben Johansson. So you look at Lester and Johansson and Mortensen, it's not that different than Logan. They will run 8 to 9 deep. How does depth play a factor in tonight's game?
Yeah, you talk about Logan coming off the bench and Ben. Those guys can come in and make shots. You talk about AJ, who leads the Emery Spartans with 4.3 assists per game. So he's got to move the ball. The ball can't stick. I thought at times against the Dinos, the Emery offense, the ball was sticking just a little bit. But you talk about the depth coming off the bench. Those guys have to step up. And maybe the nerves are there early on, but you just got to play basketball like you did. We saw these guys come in and fill the role. Logan led the attack. If you talk about that comeback they had against North Stampede, he really helped them out. So did Ben. They came in, knocked 3-pointers down. Again, it is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Also happy to be along with you on KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM. A shout out to the sponsors in Logan: Old Grist Mill, Napa Auto Parts, Adams Wealth Advisors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson IT, Lana Powell State Farm, DD Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Planet Fitness, Young Automotive, Logan High Coaches, and the Cache Valley Daily. A shout out to the Logan sponsors, also streaming at CacheValleyDaily.com. And of course, our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. And always the home for Emery Athletics, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. When we return, you're going to hear from Emery High School head coach Dave Justice. Had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week. We talked about the loss to Carbon, the long week off, and of course tonight's opponent in the Logan Grizzlies. More coming up on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience Embrace the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The Spartans play here.
This is Porter Citrid, number 2. This is Brett Griffin, number 0.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We're about 20 minutes away from tip-off here at the Spartan Center. Again, it is a win-or-go-home matchup. Number 4, Emery, squaring off against number 13, Logan. And to get set up for tonight's game, earlier this week, we had an opportunity to catch up with Emery High School coach Dave Justice, always kind enough to join us for the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We got to talk about a variety of topics. Last week's loss to Carbon, the regular season, which resulted in at least a share of the region championship, and, of course, tonight's game against the Logan Grizzlies. Here's our interview earlier with Coach Dave Justice.
Coach, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, George.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. It's kind of a bitter end of the season. I know it wasn't necessarily the way we wanted it to end with the loss to Carbon, but just kind of going back and assessing the way things kind of played out in that game. Coach, now a few days after, what stands out to you in that game from a positive standpoint?
Oh, just how hard the kids played. They played so hard, and they really gave it their all. Got a lot of good shots, a lot of good opportunities, and just looking at the stats, it just seemed like we're all pretty even, and it just Carbon just made a couple more baskets than us, I mean, that's in a 2-point win, obviously. And so what's kind of stood out to me is just like how hard our kids play. They really left it all on the court. So, and that's what I told them after the game. I couldn't be prouder of their effort. And, sometimes in life and in sports, you kind of fall a little short, and now we got a chance to respond. So it's playoff time. So we're excited to kind of on to the playoffs.
You guys had practice yesterday, Coach. What was that like?
It was okay. I think the kids are kind of getting back into the week because we didn't have school yesterday, So it's always kind of not awkward. It's always kind of getting back in the gym, kind of getting go again, and getting the kids out of their bed or whatever from playing and into playing. So it was okay, but we went through a lot of prep and just kind of how we're gonna attack this week and kind of plan this week, and so. It was good to kind of get back in the gym, get some shooting in, and the kids' attitudes are always great that way. So,
the big positive in that game, Coach, was managing to get it within a one-score game late. And I think you and I have talked about this several times. If it's been in the Carbon game or other games where it's a battle down to the wire or it's responding from a loss, it really does show the character of the team. I don't think there's any question there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we responded well from losses all year. We played well, and honestly, like that. Last couple games, we've had a lot of really close games, and we've been able to execute late game situations pretty well, and I've been super proud of them that way. Even within the Carbon game, by kind of being down and executing that late and giving us just even a chance to kind of come back. I mean, there was even a couple opportunities that we had to steal in the front court that we were really close on, and just playing the foul game and getting a shot at the rim late, but. That's how it goes. And so I've been super proud of them of their late game execution, whether it's against Union, Manti, and North Sanpete, all 3 late games. I felt like we did a good job executing late. And so hopefully that experience, and then even Carbon, even though we were on the short end of the stick, executing our late game scenarios, even gave us a chance to maybe pull out that win. And so, I think hopefully that will benefit us in the playoffs, being experienced in those late game situations.
Bracket reveal was this past Saturday, Coach. Did it play out kind of the way you expected?
Yeah, I thought we would be 4, after the win against North Sanpete. I think we were just a little gap. It was actually pretty close with UAB. And then it was always kind of a question who we would play at that 14, and so, or 13, sorry. whether it was going to be Logan or Sanpete or even Carbon. We didn't think after Friday that it would be Carbon, so we were kind of thinking it would either be Logan or Sanpete, North Sanpete, and it ended up being Logan. So it was kind of similar to how we thought, but, we either thought Logan or North Sanpete. So.
What some of the talk around the classification among other media members is that they're a little bit blown away by the fact that you only have one senior. I think I've been asked that by other play-by-play broadcasters really throughout the season. Is this right? Everyone only has one senior on the team this year. And so for you guys to have one senior and climb all the way to number 4, even with a couple of unfortunate losses, I would assume, Coach, you consider the regular season a success.
For sure. I mean, sometimes you can dwell on the things that you didn't do well, but you look at the things that we did do well. And I told the boys this yesterday. We ended up with a top 4 RPI, and we ended up being Region 13 champions, and 14 wins. And so that was an outstanding job this year. And if you look at the classification, we have the 3rd or 4th most wins, or tied for the 3rd or 4th most wins. Region 13 champs. And so I think it was a great success for the season. Now, and so, you can look at some of the things that we did not as good or poorly, or, that we're growing, but I think we learned from a lot of those. And I think for this team to accomplish what they did is special. And, and being a region champion was one of our huge goals. And, it was great to see them accomplish that. So.
Again, being joined right now by Coach Dave Justice of the Emery High School basketball team. Coach, let's talk about this Logan squad. They do play in a tough region. There's no doubt about it. And I think when I look at this Logan team, they're very, very capable at 13. I mean, and again, you just look at the size down the roster. We don't even really have to look at common opponents or results. I think anytime you have a 6'8", 6'5" kid, and then you tack on a 6-foot kid that can move with the basketball, I think you have a pretty formidable team at 3A, and that definitely fits Logan.
Oh, definitely. Logan is a bigger school. I think their first year coming down to 3A after a lot of years in 4A. And you look at the schedule that they had throughout the year, it played some, they had a struggle in their preseason, but they played a lot of really tough preseason games. I think any 3A team, that would struggle maybe with their preseason schedule. And then you could see once they got into region, they had a lot more success. They played well, and, even beating Grantsville twice, splitting with Ogden, Ben Lomond twice, and, gave American Heritage a couple of really good games I think one of the games was 7 and the other was 10 where American Heritage pulled away late. And so, you look at the 13 seed, you could really say the 3A is so, evenly matched, kind of throughout the region, throughout the classification. And so, 4 and 13, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a 4 to a 13 seed, but, that's a good team coming in. And we are aware of that. We're ready. We're preparing that way. We're preparing for a battle coming on Friday. So, it's a very good team coming in, and we got to be ready and give it our best shot on Friday.
Coach, as far as size is concerned, it does seem like it has given us some fits, specifically when teams want to utilize the high post. I mean, if they're going to go high-low, they get some baseline runners with athleticism and a big. They've given us fits really all season long. I mean, is that a cause for concern, and is that something that you try to fix here over the next few days heading into this game?
Yeah, definitely. If you look through some of the kids that have kind of given us problems, you're looking back at a couple of the Carbon games. We had a hard time with the Mortensen kid. He did a great job, protecting the rim. And then back to the South Severe kid, the Barney kid. And then obviously this kid coming in, the Nenby kid, is a big athletic kid as well. And so we've had some struggle there with the post. We've had some struggle with their size when they're able to kind of defend us getting downhill, like Porter and Breck and AJ, and kind of through some protection at the rim, has given us problems. And so we're trying to kind of manage that this week and kind of putting a game plan together that we can kind of get some easy shots around there and kind of maybe pull that guy out of the rim a little bit. And so, that's definitely a concern and definitely something that we're trying to work through this week.
As far as the different options you can throw at a big, Coach, I mean, you got Maddox and you got Miles, right? I mean, these two have essentially been the big in the middle of the paint, but there are times that you've kind of drifted even away from that, and we've seen Breck play in the middle a couple of times.
Definitely. I think that's an option that we've kind of played around with a little bit because, how athletic he is, he does, and kind of just how the ball knowledge that he has, and so he can kind of bang in with those bigs. And, what's unique about this one is with the Nenby kid, he seems like he likes to post up a little bit. and he's a very good passer out of the post too. And so they'll throw it into him like he did a pretty good job against Ben Lomond and throwing it into him, and then when they sent the double to kick it. So we're going to have to work with those this week, and the Pulse defense, because Miles can get in there and things. Maddox obviously is done, but then we need to get creative and even throw Breck, or, we have done it in the past. I can't remember. It might have been against Delta where we threw like G at his big. And so I know he's only 6'1", but he's such a strong athletic kid. So you have to get creative with it and kind of push him out of the block and try to make those shots as hard as possible for him.
Coach, how does a game change when you get to the state tournament? I mean, you've been around now for a few years. You've been in this spot before. How much different is it when we get to the state tournament?
I think it's obviously the desperation level, the focus. And what I like especially about this first week is that, it kind of feels like more of a football game kind of prep, and where you get a whole week to kind of prep for what they do and what they get out of it. So that kind of goes into it, and not prep, but you get a little more time to prep, which is nice. We had that American Heritage game last year, and it's just kind of the atmosphere and of it is fun because you just have everything riding on this one game, and so I think the kids get locked in, and I think they're going to play well this weekend. So.
Yeah, it's what it's all for, right? I mean, I think that's what makes this game so nerve-wracking in a sense, is that we've been playing since November. Here we are now at the second week of February, and if we don't win this one game, everything that we just did over the last couple of months, it's all for naught. That's kind of the feeling.
Exactly, and it's kind of a fun to kind of challenge yourself that way, but it's also nerve-wracking, and I think the kids are ready for that. Playing in the all or nothing. There's been we go back to last year, and we had that big. It's just some of my favorite games and favorite moments that we've had is through the playoffs. That was one of my favorite games that we've had ever, is that American Heritage game, last year up there. And so, just like you said, it's a lot of nerve-wracking, but it can create a lot of awesome, fun, memorable moments. And so I think the kids are going to ready to step up and, play hard and, hopefully knock down some shots and really get the ball rolling for us.
Coach, I always appreciate the time. Thank you again for making time for us today, and can't wait to see you at the game on Friday.
That'd be great. Thanks, George.
Again, that was Coach Dave Justice earlier this week talking about tonight's game as Emery is getting set to take on the Logan Grizzlies about 7 minutes away from tip-off here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Also a pleasure to be along with you in Logan on KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM. Shout out to the sponsors in Logan: Old Miss Grill, Napa Auto Parts, Adams Wealth Advisors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Cache Valley Auto, Les Olson IT, Lena Powell State Farm, DD Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Planet Fitness, Young Automotive, Logan High Coaches, and Cache Valley Daily. Travis, before we head back into a commercial break, I do want to look at the 3A state championship bracket. You gave mention a little while ago, the winner of this game advancing to that 9:30 in the morning game next Thursday against either number 5 Juab or number 12 Grantsville. It definitely does not get any easier. One of my favorite things to do when we get the bracket reveal on KSL Sports is to go through and look at paths. And I sat there and I looked at the bracket over and over and over. And I don't know if there is a clear advantage to be on the top half of the bracket or the bottom half of the bracket. I think that's how stout 3A has been this year.
Yeah, 3A, it's really good from top to bottom. So, like you said, you analyze it, you try to find out who has the best path, and you're sitting there looking, the winner of this either has to play Juab or Grantsville. Juab's really good, and I think Grantsville is a good team as well.
So to recap what the bracket looks like, very top half, it's number 4 Emery, number 13 Logan. This game right here, the winner moves on to face either number 5 Juab or number 12 Grantsville. Bottom half of the top half of the bracket, has number 1 Morgan against number 16 Ben Lomond, number 8 Canyon View against number 9 Union. We know how good Union is. We saw Morgan last year on their way to a state championship. They're trying to defend it. We know how good Juab is. We know that this Logan team is going to be a game opponent. That is a very difficult path, any which way you slice it or dice it.
Yeah, we talked about in the open, Logan coming in as a 13, much better than the 13 seed.
Bottom half of the bracket, number 2 Richfield against number 15 Providence Hall. Of course, head coach Rand Janes doing a phenomenal job once again. Seems like every single season we're talking about Richfield being one of the 3A elites.
Yeah, just pencil the Richfield Wildcats anywhere from 1 to 5. They're going to be one of those top 5 teams when it's all said and done.
Number 7 Ogden will square off with number 10 Manti. We get number 3 American Heritage against number 14 North Sam Pete. I kind of feel the same way about North Sam Pete as I do Logan. Typically, you see the 13, 14 seeds, and you think it's going to be a cakewalk. That North Sam Pete team's playing good basketball as we get deep into the season.
That's a scrappy team. We saw them about a week and a half ago or so, where Emery had to come back on the road down at North St. Pete and knock them off.
And then the last game, bottom half of the bracket, it is currently airing on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. It's Delta and Carbon. Delta, the number 6 seed, Carbon 11, was a battle earlier this season. We got to go all the way back to December 19th, right before Christmas. Carbon falls by 7 points. Delta put a dunk in the final seconds, put the exclamation point on the victory. I think that's going to be a very competitive game as well.
I think the Delta Rabbits are on upset alert.
We will keep you updated on that game. Again, you can flip to our sister station, 95.3 The Peak, for instant updates on that game. Live play-by-play coverage, Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen on the call there. Or you can flip over on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Carbon. Do not forget, it's also at those locations where you can go back and watch any of the games so far this season. And we're just getting warmed up. We have this game tonight. We have girls basketball tomorrow.
Yeah, the girls kick things off tomorrow, 1 o'clock, so back at it. But first things first, for one of these teams of trying to advance to Cedar City next week.
I think it's a really urgent feeling when you go all the way back to November. Before Thanksgiving, you get the season off and rolling. Here you are, February 13th. If you lose tonight, it was all for naught. That's what's at stake. Everything.
Yeah, like you said, right? November, kick things off, then you get to this point, and if you lose tonight, it's done in a blink of an eye, just like that.
I've always felt that this is the most important game of the season. You get to the state championship, you have played all the way to the last day of the season, right? It's an accomplishment in itself, and of course you play to win a championship. However, you don't even have the opportunity if you don't win this play. It's not a play-in game. It used to be. But this opening round, to get to the final 3 days in Cedar City, you have to get it done tonight.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunity to hang a banner if you don't win tonight. And that's what's wild and crazy and sad about the high school sports and basketball with this opening, used to be called the opening round. But tonight, you have to win if you want to get to Cedar City and try to win.
We are about 2 minutes away from tip-off. It's getting closer and closer. Winner go home time here at the Spartan Center. Emery and Logan, when we return, we'll go over the starting lineups, and that'll do it for the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint, featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a Spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right, and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
The Spartans play here.
This is Porter Citrid, number 2. This is Brett Griffin, number 0.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Time for the starting lineups as we get set for tip-off of the 3A State Championship Tournament. We will begin with the visiting Logan Grizzlies getting the start tonight. We will see out of the backcourt at the 2 guard, number 5, Max Clayton. They'll be joined by number 41, the point guard, Lance Udi. Getting the start at the 3, the small forward, number 21, Ethan Woolley. At power forward, number 24, Graydon Olson. And in the middle at center, we'll see number 15, Sade Nenby. And now we'll take a look at the starting lineup for your Emery Spartans.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22, point guard.
Porter Citrid, number 2, shooting guard. Brett Griffin, number 0, guard.
Garrett Conover, number 23, forward.
Mattis Tanny, center.
Number 12.
That's the starting 5 for the Spartans. The lights come down. The spotlight is bright as you hear the PA announcer announce our starting 5 for the final time this season at the Spartan Center. Win or not, Travis, tonight's the final home game for the boys basketball team in the 2025-26 campaign.
Yeah, our final night from our perch here at the Spartan Center as we look forward to the girls tomorrow. That'll be our final day game, and then Cedar City. So let's get a win.
Again, tonight's broadcast all over the place, right here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM KOAL, where you can stream the game at castlecountryradio.com or watch with the radio broadcast feed on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, also a part of KSL Sports. And then now proud to be joining you tonight, Logan K, VNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM. So all over the place tonight, putting Emery High School athletics in more homes than ever before this season. Do not forget, following tomorrow's game, it'll be strictly radio. You will be able to follow the state championships on KSL Sports. Only the radio broadcast feed here on the YouTube channel and on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Logan comes out wearing the road black uniforms. Emery will wear the home white. Nenby will tip things off for Logan, and Garrett Conover, who has the springs to jump out of the building, will handle the tip-off duties for the Spartans.
Emery comes in averaging 59.8 points per game. Logan, on the flip side, 49.5 points per game.
Something's got to give tonight. Someone's season is about to come to an end. Someone's going to continue to Cedar City in the 9:30 game next week. The tip, it is controlled by Emery out of the backcourt. The student section loud as A.J. Thomas brings it up and finds Brett Griffin. First possession of the ball game Nenby comes out to guard Breck, top of the key. Bounce pass into the high post. Tanny hands it off now to Citron. Porter, spin move. Puts up a 12-footer. Good. Porter Citron draws first blood.
Great job by Porter to get to his spot, rise up, float it up and in for first two of the night.
Udi brings it up now for Logan. Grizzlies working left to right off of the radio dial. Into the high post. Nenby down low. Breck is going to body him up. Nenby gets to the block. He's swatted by Breck. Nenby comes back up with it. Kick out, open three. Clayton in and out, no good. Rebound corralled by Breck.
Yeah, Breck held his ground. That's a great offensive set to get the kick out on the offensive rebound.
Breck goes hard. Tried to finish with the left hand. Cannot. Late whistle. 2 shots coming. Breck's earned a trip to the line. Boy, he went right at Nenby trying to attack the bucket.
You said attack, and that's what they have to do. They've got to put Logan in foul trouble early on in this game. That's a great start. Get downhill and get to the free throw line.
So Breck will get the first 2 foul shots. 7:13 to play in the opening quarter. And it's 2-0 Emery. First shot for Breck. No good. Missed it long off the back iron. He's got one more. Head coach for the Logan Grizzlies, Matt Scablin. Head coach for the Emery Spartans, Dave Justice. 2 well-respected coaches in the 3A classification. One more shot coming up now for Breck, trying to extend Emery's lead to 3. Back into the 2-shot foul on the way. Good. So Breck goes 1 of 2 at the line. He's got 1. Porter's got 2. It's 3-0 Emery, 7-10 in the first quarter. It's Grizzly basketball. Woolley, guarded by Porter. Emery comes out in the 2-3. Different look into the 2-3 as A.J. Thomas is down low with Breck up top. Holding now, it's Clayton with 18 on the shot clock. Logan's going to go into the automatics, going left side. Holding gets Udi. Udi goes back top of the key. Holding gets Woolley. Kick, corner 3, on the way, no good. Barely draws iron, and Tanny with a rebound. Clayton's 0 for 2 from deep.
Yeah, 0-2 start from the three-point line. Those shots are going to be there for Logan. They've got to start knocking them down in this game.
Porter drives. Heavy contact. Foul is called on the ground. The shot waved off. It did not count.
But 6:36, 2 quick team fouls by Logan. And that's one area here on the road. They cannot put Emery at the free throw line, although Emery does struggle to shoot free throws.
Citron bounce pass. Thomas, easy 2-point bucket. Udi tried to step in the middle of the window, and A.J. had a clear path, and it's 5-0 Emery. Great way to start this contest tonight.
Udi just got caught in the spin cycle.
Grizzlies will hold the basketball on the perimeter. Trying to go to Nenby. Kick out. High post, finds right corner. Udi drives, baseline jumper with a hand in his face. It's off the mark and a rebound of Porter Citron. Porter surveying, lost the basketball, able to recover. Porter, lob up, Breck. Wanted to flush it two-hand style, lost his balance, and he'll bring it back out. 25 on the shot clock. Emery's going to reset the offense.
They had to reach up high wire on that one as it was up to the sky.
Udi will guard Breck. He goes over to Conover, right side. Handoff now to Porter. We're down to 14 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble, top of the key. Tanny, hesitation, gives it back to A.J. He'll launch from deep. Thomas's 3 ball is off the mark. Breck with a tip to Conover. Conover, tough hook, tried to go glass, no good. A.J. Thomas with another offensive rebound. Thomas out of the left corner finds Tanny. Elbow, triple, good. Maddox from deep.
That's a great sign for Maddox, who struggled against the Carbon Dinos a week ago from the three-point line. First attempt, knocked it down.
It's 8-0 Emery. Out of the gate, the Spartans firing. 4 different players have logged at least 1 point. Logan trying to settle down the pace. Right side holding the basketball, it's Udi. Goes into the high post. Woolley brings it back out. Conover follows. We're up to 6, or down to 16 rather, on the shot clock. Now to the baseline. Here's a jump shot on the way, good. And finally, Logan able to score as Graydon Olson, the power forward, knocks down off of the baseline for 2. It's 8-2 Emery.
Yeah, Olson comes in averaging 9.7. That's a great baseline jumper to stop the bleeding.
Emery ball. Thomas gives it to Porter. Emery's going to take their time out of the shot clock. 20. Porter fakes right, goes left, gets into the paint, lost the basketball out of bounds. It was poked away by Clayton, so it will stick with Emery. 16 on the shot clock.
They squeezed through, but then got sandwiched in between. That's a great job just to rotate down to that split second, and the lane then closed up.
Hayden Rose will come into the game. Nenby goes to the bench. Nenby was a non-factor, Travis, throughout the first 3 minutes of the ball game as Breck did a terrific job defensively. Tanny tries to go back-to-back from deep. No good. Thomas has been active. Comes up with a loose ball. Finds Porter, right corner for 3. It's off the mark. Thomas with another rebound. A.J. has been so active on the glass, and Emery will have a third opportunity. Porter tries another triple. No good yet again, and a rebound down low by the Grizzlies.
Active A.J. Thomas, 3 offensive rebounds in the opening quarter.
Woolley wants to go off of the base or go baseline. Nothing there on the seal off by A.J. He is playing lights out. 3-point shot of the way for the Grizzlies. Good. And that's Ethan Woolley with his first bucket of the game, and it's 8-5, a mini 5-0 run here by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the leading scorer, Woolley, gets a 3-pointer in rhythm.
Drive inside. Breck took too many steps. Turnover, and the ball goes back to Logan.
And that's what happens. You get a couple buckets. Defensively, you settle in. I think the Logan Grizzlies are now in this game settled in after a slow start to the quarter.
Maddox Tanny will get a breather, and Logan Lester will check in for the Spartans. So now out of the 2-3 zone defensively for Emery, Citrid and Lester up top. In the middle, it's Garrett Conover, Brett Griffin, and A.J. Thomas down low. So a little bit of a different look on the defensive end. Grizzly basketball. Right now on a mini 5-0 run. Rose with the basketball, moves it right side. 22 on the shot clock. Emery active in the extended zone. A drive, a stop, a pop from 15, and that's a 7-0 run now for the Grizzlies. That time Lance Udi finds the bottom of the net.
3 straight buckets by the Grizzlies, down 1.
3.5 to play in the opening quarter. Emery starts on an 8-0 run. Logan answers with a 7-0 run. Thomas with the basketball, brings it around the volleyball line, 2 steps above the mid-stripe. Emery trying to get into the automatics. Conover patrolling on the baseline, and here comes Breck into the high post. A.J. splits, goes right side baseline. Conover kills his dribble, spin move, fading away, tried to go glass, no good. And the ball is corralled now by the Grizzlies, who can take their first lead. Udi with the ball, brings it up right side, stops off of the elbow. Goes cross court, holding it's Woolley. Finds a man driving baseline. Clayton throws the ball away out of bounds. It'll go back to Emery. So a miscommunication by the Grizzlies. And Nenby will check back into the game and see who's going to come out for the Grizzlies. I believe it'll be Clayton. So a little bit of a bigger lineup here now for Logan as Nenby will check back in. Brett Griffin is going to get a breather. Watch Nenby now with Brett going to the bench because he was tasked with bodying up the big Nenby. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, Nenby right now, just to protect the paint, your job if you're Emery is pull him out and get rid of the rim protection.
8-7. Spartans by 1. Ben Johansson in the game as well. Lester holding. He goes to Johansson. Johansson right side. Goes to Citrid. Porter, another triple. This one is just short. And then an over-the-back foul called against Garrett Conover, trying to outduel Woolley for the offensive board.
So Emery started fast. Logan did a good job defensively just settling in, and they have prevented Emery from scoring the last 2-3 minutes. Down 1 with the ball.
Couldn't ask for a better start. Unfortunately, the last 3 minutes of this game have gone Logan's way. That's if you're a Spartan fan. Splitting the defense, a drive, pop for the lead, good. And Lance Udi now has 4 points, and it's 9-8 Logan.
4 straight buckets by the Grizzlies.
Emery ball trailing by 1. Gone over to Citrid. He gets it to Lester. Lester holding. Logan has always been good for a burst of energy off of the pine. Now he kicks it into high gear, kicks to Conover out of the left corner. Conover drives, finds the cutter. Johansson shot, no good. Nenby with a defensive board.
That's the threat of a rim protector, though. You got to float it.
Udi right side. Logan's going to stick with him. Udi goes over to the left, and now it's Woolley with the basketball picked up by Citrid. On the baseline, beautiful ball movement. Nenby finds the back door. 2-point shot, no good, a miss. Off of the rim by Rose. Emery's going to push it. Lester in transition. Logan finishes with a right hand. He's got 2 points off the bench, and Emery back in front by 1.
Change the direction. The defender then slides by, and you cut in front, and you flip it up for 2. And they finally scratch after the dry spell.
Minute 20 to play in the first. Emery 10, Logan 9. That bucket by Lester halts a 9-0 Logan run. Another baseline softie. No good. Rebound by the Grizzlies. Foul on A.J. Thomas. And now Logan will have the opportunity to recapture the lead at the stripe as Graydon Olson will go to the foul line.
Olson works on the left-hand side, gets an offensive rebound, then works back to the right, gets the free throw line.
It's been a fast-moving game. 14 minutes of real time into this one. $1:08 left in the first. 10-9, and the score stays off the miss by Olson. Coach Justice is going to go back to the bench. Maddox Tanny and Brett Griffin will come in for the final minute. Porter Citrid and Garrett Conover will go to the bench. Nenby will join Udi on the bench for Logan. So now this gets interesting. Jacob Spock will come in for the first time. Second shot is no good, but Logan is going to get the rebound and another crack at it. Emery was great on the glass early on. This time, a wide-open triple, no good. Clayton had a clean look, couldn't convert. Another opportunity for the Grizzlies. A pop three off the left side is good.
You've got to rebound the ball if you're Emery. They can't clear. Logan, active hands, three-pointer splash.
Ethan Woolley, his second triple of the quarter, and it's 12-10. Emery trailing by 2. Breck goes baseline. Shot at the rim. Good. Foul and one. He'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Griffin hit the deck hard, but Travis finished with some authority.
BG goes baseline, gets the defender up in the air, contact strong, finish, and a chance with the free throw at 38 left in the quarter.
How about the athleticism from Breck Griffin? More impressed by what this kid can do game by game. Miles Mortensen will come in for some run. Ben Johansson goes to the bench. Mortensen provides Emery with a little bit of grit, a little bit of cleanup duty inside, as Breck will try to finish off the three-point play. He's got 3 already in the ball game. This could break the tie at 12. And one for Breck, and it's good. So there's a 2-second differential between the shot and game clock. Logan with the ball. Spock brings it up. Lester and Griffin extend that 2-3 zone down to 25. Logan prepared to finish with the final shot here of the quarter.
I thought Logan did a good job in this quarter. Got down early, battled back within one, and the ball.
Spock goes to the corner. Another 3 and another make. Ethan Woolley. He's got 9 in the first quarter, 15-13. Thomas is trying to push. Spin move for Emery. Tried to go up and under. Waved off with a travel and 2.3 seconds to play in the quarter. And the Grizzlies will have the final shot with a 2-point advantage, which matches their largest lead of the quarter.
That's travel. That's an easy call. And Woolley coming in had 301 total points, and he's lighting it up here in the quarter.
Woolley, half-court heave, and the buzzer goes over the top of the shot clock, and we are through 1 here at the Spartan Center. You said Logan was much better than their ranking. They proved it through 8 minutes. They take a 15-13 lead into the second quarter when we return on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, KOAL, as well as 102.1 FM, KVNU.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We get set for the second quarter. It's Logan basketball moving left to right off of the radio dial, and they carry a 2-point lead into the second quarter. That was after an 8-0 run by Emery to open up the game. Logan basketball. Woolley, he had the hot hand in the first quarter, knocked down 3 triples to help bring Logan out of that early deficit. Clayton with the ball into the high post. Beautiful feed. Backdoor shot at the rim. No good. Mortensen with a rebound. Mortensen feeds it up now to Porter. Porter lost control of the ball. It's loose. Picked up, however, by Tanny. Tanny wanted to go down low to Mortensen, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. I believe it was last touched by, they say Emery. I could not tell if Olsen brought that down and bounced it off Mortensen's leg or if it went off his. Official says no.
Yeah, it went off the knee of a Spartan, so turnover. Porter just lost the ball. Looked like he had a little bit of a seam to go up. I think good defensively. Might have got a fingertip on the ball.
Olsen had a clean look for Logan a moment ago off of the back door. Baseline runner here for Logan has been effective in the first half so far. Another miss, able to get his own rebound, and Olsen lays that one in for 2. I mean, he's been aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, and now Olsen with 4 as Logan extends their lead 2-4 with 7:06 to play in the first half.
Offensive rebounding early on for Logan has led to second chance points.
High pick set by Tanny. Lester bounce pass. He finds Breck. Breck drives. Threads the needle. Miles Mortensen shot no good. A miss down low and a rebound corralled by Rose. And now the Grizzlies want to run and extend the lead. Quick three-point shot. No good. I think Olsen thought he had one in the bag from the left corner. It rolls off the front of the iron. Now Logan Lester with the ball for Emery. Drives. Shot at the rim. Falls. Logan Lester with 4 off the bench.
Got it to crawl in. That's twice. Logan's got to the rim and flipped it up for 2.
17-15, the Grizzlies by 2 over Emery. Off the right side, it's Clayton. Emery sticks in the 2-3. They have Lester and Citrit up top. 3-point shot for Clayton. In and out, no good. He's been all around the rim. He can't get one to fall. Great hustle by Woolley. Dribbled off his foot after grabbing the offensive board for the Grizzlies. And now they can reset the offense. Udi to Woolley for 3. No good. A rare miss from the perimeter. For Woolley as the rebound is grabbed by Tanny. He gives it to Citrid. Crossover dribble. Porter into the teeth of the defense. Kicks right corner. Triple. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. But we have a foul on the ground against Logan. So the ball will stick. A push foul called against Graydon Olsen. So subs coming in. Both teams making changes. Miles Mortensen out of the game. Garrett Conover comes back in.
So for Logan, you get a miss. Emery struggling to shoot from the three-point line. You think you got enough to rebound, and you commit a foul.
Breck open, left corner 3. Good. Emery recaptures the lead.
Open look right in front of Logan's bench, and BG knocks it down.
18-17, Emery by 1. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Udi holds the ball. There's a double pick set. Bounces off right side into the corner. Olsen, a triple. No good. Long rebound. Lester had it. Lost it. Reach in foul. Clayton the guilty party. So Emery with a chance to extend its advantage. Emery ball. Lester will walk it up. 5 minutes and 27 seconds to play in the first half. Brett Griffin has really pushed the Emery offense so far. He's got 7 points in this game. Most recently, a triple. Citra to Tanny. I'm not sure what happened to Tanny.
He got hit below the belt.
No, he's holding his... No.
Or on the elbow.
No, it's definitely a hand. Maddox is going to walk off the floor. Not sure what the injury is to Maddox. A travel was called, so the ball goes back to Logan. I believe Tanny dislocated a finger.
Got to get that thing popped into place like Kobe Bryant used to.
Oh, my goodness. Tell by the way he was holding his hand. Was not good, so Tanny will leave the game. A.J. Thomas back in. It's Logan basketball down by 1. I don't know if it's a finger. They're over there working on Maddox's elbow and away from the basketball, a turnover against Logan. Let's see what the call is here. A offensive foul called against Max Clayton. That's his second personal. Clayton has been active in the game. Has not been able to find his shot from deep. He's been all around the rim, had a little bit of bad luck in that sense, and now picks up his second foul. Hayden Rose will check back in for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, so that's 3 fouls early on. Now Emery, you got to attack.
Emery with the ball. AJ, right side, looking, goes left side now to Lester. Back to AJ. Beautiful pass. Finds Breck inside the paint from 10. Kick out back to AJ. 3-point shot on the way. Good. AJ Thomas again.
It's great ball movement. You get an open look from the 45 spot on the floor, and you knock it down.
AJ having one of his best games of the season when it matters most. Then it's 21-17. So Emery firing out here in the second quarter. Lob in, Nenby on the ground. Tough shot. No good. Still scoreless in the game. The rebound now to Breck. Breck pushes it up. Too hot to handle for Lester out of bounds. Back to Logan it'll go. And a timeout is taken on the court. 4 minutes and 2 ticks left here in the first half. The score right now, 21-17. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. It's Logan ball when we return.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter, Logan with a basketball, Emery with a lead, 21-17. Spartans will go to a 2-2-1 press. We'll see how the Grizzlies handle the pressure. Emery, very light pressure. Logan's able to break it across half court with ease.
I think Logan just has to utilize the high post just a little bit more. They're going to get a lot of great offensive sets if they can get to the high post.
Emery's done a great job of preventing it. Here's a 15-footer and no good. So Woolley, who had the hot hand in the first quarter, has cooled slightly. Emery, drive, Griffin, 2 more points.
Over the shoulder flip, 2 more like you said. Lead up to 6 now for Emery.
It's been a gain of runs so far in the game, and right now Emery has the latest run to take a 6-point lead, 23-17. Woolley goes right side. It's Rose to Nenby. There's the high post. Udi lost the ball, goes back to Nenby. He'll try a triple. This one's flat, able to get his own rebound. Drive in the paint, left-hand finish, good. His first points of the game.
A bulk of the Grizzlies' points coming off offensive rebounding and second chance. Emery has to clean that up.
23-19, Emery by 4, under 3 to play in the first half. Breck drives. Kicks to the corner, charge is called against Breck.
And the only reason why that goes against Breck is because he left his feet.
It's his first personal. Maddox Tanny back into the game. Great sign for Emery.
If Breck doesn't leave his feet and just rises up with that little floater, he probably has 2, but leaves his feet, barrels into a defender, offensive foul.
23-19. Emery by 4. Nenby fouled and 1. Boy, he got really, really deep. That entry feed was outstanding. And now Nenby, who was held scoreless throughout the first roughly 14 minutes of this game, 13 minutes of the game, has put up 4 straight, and he has a chance to add to it.
It's a heck of a pass and then a finish.
And 1 is no good. Conover with a rebound. Damage done. Emery's lead down to 2, and the Spartans nearly turn the ball back over. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. So it'll stick with the Spartans.
And the Grizzlies almost picked that off, and they were off to the races for a quick 2.
Thomas with the basketball, gives it up to Porter, who goes back to Thomas. Breck crossover, stop, pop, shot, good. Breck is on fire tonight, and he's doing it with ease.
Yeah, you just get off the dribble, beat your man, and then the defense second line has to step up, and that mid-range jump shot falls through.
Woolley, spin move, kick, top of the key. Spock goes cross court, back to Woolley. He gets the 3 off and good. Every time Emery develops a little bit of momentum, Ethan Woolley says not so fast. His 4th 3 of the game, and it's 25-24.
Yeah, he's a sharp shooter. You got to be aware.
Porter drives, lots of contact, no whistle, lost the ball. The Grizzlies have a chance to recapture the lead. Woolley, right side, swatted at the rim by Tanny, who took a shot to the face. He handled the brunt of the contact and got whistled for the foul. 2 shots coming for Woolley and a chance for the Grizzlies to jump back out in front with 1:53 in the second quarter.
We talked about Woolley coming in. 301 total points. Leads this team with 14.3 points per game. And he's on fire right now from the three-point line.
He missed the first foul shot, so now playing for just a tie with under 2 minutes to play. Logan keeping fresh bodies out on the floor. Right now, the new 5 is Graydon Olson along with Udi. At the foul line right now is Woolley. Still in the game is Spock. And the second foul shot is good.
Yeah, we figured this game was going to be back and forth, and we are now deadlocked once again at 25 apiece.
Minute 45 in the second. It's Emery basketball. Thomas Looking at the zone right now for the Grizzlies. Right side to Porter. Ball goes through his hands. So a rare miscue between Breck Griffin and Porter Citrid, who are constantly on the same page. Ben Johansson will get some more run off of the bench, and Garrett Conover goes to the bench.
It just took his eyes off of it for a split second. Goes off his fingertips. Turnover. Logan ball with a chance for the lead again.
We're down to 90 seconds to play in the first half. Emery with an interception as Logan tried to go into the high post. Porter, he'll take it all the way, an easy 2-point bucket. Porter's got 4 now in the ball game, and Emery leads 27-25. Grizzly basketball. Woolley stop and pop, a little long. Nearly went glass. Tanny with a rebound. He gives it up to AJ. He surveys the floor. It goes from the left sideline, trying to go into the teeth of the defense. Woolley denies, but also called for the foul with the body. And so Emery will inbound side out. That is the final foul to give the quarter for the Grizzlies.
That Woolley with a poke check up to the midcourt stripe. 4th, you said it, out of fouls, but only a minute 10 left.
AJ with the ball directing. Goes to Johansson, back to AJ. No dribble. High post to Breck. He turns around. The fadeaway good. Breck Griffin again. Boy, he's doing it with ease right now.
They give him a steal and assist on the last one. This time he racks up 2.
29-25, Emery by 4. Clayton, he gives the ball up to Rose. Works it into the corner. Driving baseline, Woolley lost the ball, but somehow picked up by Clayton, who was Johnny on the spot. 15 on the shot clock. Wild pass out of bounds, and with 35.7 to play in the first half, Emery will get it back, and they can play for the final shot.
Yeah, Emery does a good job. They seal off the perimeter and the defensive angle. He spins out, throws it out of bounds.
Logan Lester will handle for Emery. There's about a half a second differential between the shot and game. Breck, who has been virtually unstoppable here in the first half. Couple of steps above the mid-stripe line. Udi will wait for him. We're down to 16 on the game clock. Breck still holding. Goes to Lester out of the left corner. We're down to 11. 10. Now to Breck. 8. 7. Lester with 5. 4. Lester to Breck for 3. No good. Just short. Fight for the ball. Out of bounds as the clock expires, and that'll do it for the first half. Emery had a chance to extend the lead, but nonetheless, the Spartans will take a 4-point advantage into the break after trailing at the end of 1.
Yeah, Emery outscores the Grizzlies in the quarter 16-10. They lead by 4 at the break.
Coming up, halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give him a call on a set of braces. 637-2222, 435-637-2222. Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics will bring you the halftime report when we return. The score right now, Emery 29, Logan 25, a half away from deciding who will move on to Cedar City.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Or can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Halftime here at the Spartan Center, and the score right now, Emery 29, Logan 25. Travis, an entertaining 2 quarters of basketball. Kind of a game of runs. Emery starts off on a quick 8-0 run. Logan answers back with a 9-0 run, and it just flipped. And then we go to the second quarter, and fortunately for Emery, it was Brett Griffin carrying the load.
Yeah, Brett really got going. We talked about it in the open. He comes in leading the team 47% from the field, and he did a good job of getting to the rim. The mid-range was there. Couple assists, steals, blocks, defensively led the charge. So Brett leading the way here at the half.
Yeah, he's got 13 of the 29 points for Emery, and when he gets going, he's tough to stop. It's that simple.
He's good. And we talk about how much he's grown up this year. We talked about it at the start of the year, how he needs to be more aggressive. And he was a little bit shy to start, but he took over, and him and Porter lead this team, and as those two go, the rest fall in line.
Halftime report again brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give him a call for a free consultation on a set of braces that will last a lifetime. If you want that free consultation, it's 435-637-2222. We take a look at some of the other scores for Emery in this first half. 5 points for A.J. Thomas. I think it was A.J.'s best game. Best half. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm with you. The way A.J. came out, he was aggressive on the boards, multiple attempts on the offensive glass. Defensively did a good job, but knocked down a shot, that three-pointer. And again, it's his rebounding leading to second chance opportunities for the Emery Spartans.
He's got 5 in the first half. 4 points for Porter Citron. He had the opening bucket, did not score again until late in the second quarter, but really didn't have to, Travis. The bulk of the offense went through Brett Griffin in the high post. That was okay.
Yeah, Logan defensively said coming in, we're not going to let Porter beat us. We're going to do everything we can to get the ball out of his hands. That's what they've done. Had that opening layup, but again, he's a facilitator right now, and he's moving the ball, and Breck stepped up in the first half.
Let's continue to take a look at some of the other scores for Emery. Logan Lester off of the pine, 4 points. That's all the points from the second unit. They go to Logan Lester with 4.
Yeah, I think Logan can get downhill. He can get to the rim on this team. The guards for Logan can't the guards for Logan can't stay in front of Logan.
Yeah, you go.
And Logan, again, both buckets at the rim. And in the Carbon game, I thought Logan did a good job in that game as well of getting downhill. He always puts his head down, and he just goes straight to the rim.
Also in that first half, 3 points from Maddox Tanny, who went deep. And that rounds out the scoring for Emery. We take a look at the scores for Logan. This really is not a ball game if it wasn't for Ethan Woolley, the junior, who's about 6'5". Travis knocked down 4 triples in that first half. He's got 13 at the break. Every time the Grizzlies needed a big bucket, there was Woolley behind the perimeter line to knock one down.
Woolley comes in 14.3 points, 301 total, leads this team. And from the three-point line, he's a sniper. And you're going to have to get out if you're Emery, because the second half, they're going to get the ball in his hands, and he's going to start jacking threes. And the way he shot the ball, I expect those things to go in.
Emery has been suspect at the three-point shot this season. Woolley leading all Logan scorers with 13 points. 4 for Sade Nenby, and also 4 for Graydon Olson, and 4 more for Lance Udi. And that rounds out the scoring for the Logan Grizzlies. Some scores from around the 3A classification here during the opening round of the tournament. We don't have all the scores, but I can give you a few of them. Right now at halftime, it's Ogden 31, Manti 30. We knew that 7-10 matchup would be a battle, and it's fun so far.
Yeah, the 7-10, always a fun one, and those two teams pretty evenly matched.
I think typically that is the game that you always have to look out for, right?
Yes, that's the one.
I mean, 8-9, obviously, but 7-10, that's typically one you really got to pay attention to. Other scores coming in right now at the end of the first half. Delta 33, Carbon 17. I know you're surprised by that.
Yeah, I really thought that Carbon would come out in that game. They played tough against Delta early on back in December. I thought that was a game Carbon could steal from the Delta Rabbits, but came out a little bit flat in that first half.
Halftime right now, Grantsville leads Juab 25-22. So again, another battle going on from around the state as we take a look at the scores here in that classification, that 3A classification, which has been really, really good all season long.
And that's the game that the winner here gets that matchup. So I thought Juab Grantsville was a coin flip. I thought if you watched the tape on him, I thought that's a coin flip game.
It's close so far. We're about a minute 45 away from the second half of this one. Do not go anywhere. That'll do it for the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley. In 90 seconds, we'll get the second half off and rolling. It's Emery 29, Logan 25.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Third quarter about to begin here at the Spartan Center. 29-25, Emery with the lead. Travis, what do you want to see from Emery out of the gate?
For Emery, they got to continue to attack the rim. They had success attacking it and then just flipping the ball to the mid-range and hitting those 15-footers are in. So for them, that's the shots they need to take. We know the three-point ball's been a struggle tonight. They did knock down a couple, but Logan's going to give them those opportunities. So for Emery, if the three's there, you can't hesitate. You got to let it fly.
Brack, Maddox, and AJ all hit a three-point shot. The only man to hit a three-pointer for Logan was Ethan Woolley. It's Emery ball. We switch sides. Spartans moving left to right off of the dial. Tanny, mid-range jumper, no good. Nenby with a rebound. Curious to see what the minutes look like for Logan. It was really spread around in that first half. Do you roll with your top five knowing that you got to win these next two quarters?
I'd probably tighten it up just a little bit.
It's Grizzly basketball. Top of the key. Woolley to Nenby. Nenby's elbow jumper is off of the mark and a rebound to Emery. The Spartans want to run. Breck Griffin into the teeth of the defense. Euro steps his way to the hoop. Shot no good. Tanny there, fouling one. Maddox on cleanup duty. He's got 5 now with the ball game, and he can add to it as he goes to the line for an and one.
Euro steps, slide by. Came up short, but Maddox Tanny follows it up with the putback, fouled, and a chance for a free throw. But that's what happens. Logan took a bad shot in the offensive set, and then Emery got out to the races, and Logan defensively was not back.
Tanny hits the and one, 32-25. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third. Left side, out of the corner, down low, shot. Nenby gets it to full. He's got 6 now in the game, and that's a big bucket for the Grizzlies.
That's just strength. You just rip through and finish. Probably Could have been at the free throw line. Looked like he got clipped on the way through.
Emery with a 5-point advantage. It's Thomas with the ball at the top of the key. AJ does not put it on the ground. Bounce pass to Breck. He uses a bounce pass to Conover, and his shot is sent the other way by Nenby. And now the Grizzlies want to run. Down the middle of the paint, nothing there. Kick out Woolley. Finds an open man. A triple on the way. Good. And that's Graydon Olson, who's got 7 points now for the Grizzlies. It's 32-30. Logan has chopped that Spartan advantage down to just 2. Porter tries to get 2 back. Fade away from 15 is off of the mark, and Nenby with a rebound. Nenby gives the ball off. Left side, it's Udi who brings it up and stops at the perimeter.
Big-time block leads to a three-pointer. Defensive stop and a chance at the lead or a tie.
Nenby down low. Clear path shot, no good. It was an excellent steal by Olsen, and Nenby couldn't finish. Emery wants to run. It's a 3-on-3. Breck to the basket, finishes. Scoop shot layup for 2.
Yeah, just blow past him. You can't play Olay-type defense if you're the Grizzlies. You got to step in front. They don't, and BG has 2 more at the rim.
He's got 15 now with the ball game, 34-30 Emery. And it's Grizzly basketball. Nenby, beautiful feed out of the high post, and that's 5 straight now for Graydon Olson, who has 9 now in the game. 34-39. Citron, step back, 3-point shot, no good, but Nenby is called for the foul, doesn't like the whistle. Porter's going to get 3. How many times have we seen Porter fouled shooting a 3 this year?
At least once a game, and that's a reckless closeout on a shooter, and it's the correct call.
Nenby did not like it. 2 team fouls for the Grizzlies.
Just watch the replay.
Tough call?
I think Porter did a good job of selling it after watching it again.
Well, he missed the first foul shot. He's got 2 more coming. Often say it's one of the more difficult things to walk up and knock down 3 straight foul shots. Second one is good. Hayden Rose and Gage Moon will come in. Nenby and Clayton will go to the bench for the Grizzlies. Emery rolling with their starting 5. One more shot coming for Porter, and he missed that one short as well. So it's a 1-possession game, 35-32. Holding right now, it's Logan. Going down low. Kick to the right corner. Fake left, move right, on the baseline, foul against Citron, and going to the line to shoot 2 is Lance Udi. I like Udi's game.
Yeah, Udi plays a physical brand of basketball. Smart player. Sealed off, got right under the cup, and then pump fake. You get every time at this level, if you pump fake, more than likely the defender is going to fly up in the air. Just go up into him. You're going to get the free throw line.
Foul shots coming. First one good. Udi with 5 in the ball game. Porter will go to the bench, and in for Porter is Ben Johansson.
I mean, this Logan team has balance. Udi comes in just under 8 points per game, go up and down, a lot of balance.
Udi's true on his second shot, 35-31. No quit in this Logan team. They will not go away.
Much better than that 5-17 mark.
Nearly 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Emery's advantage 1 point. Breck with the ball. He's guarded at the top of the key. He'll step in. 17-footer is off of the mark, and now the Grizzlies can recapture the lead. Moon walks it up, hands it off to Udi. Udi goes to Woolley, back to Udi. Nothing there in the high post. You got Breck up at the top. That makes it a little bit more difficult to get that entry pass into 15 feet. Udi gives it back off right side. It's Rose. Now onto the baseline. Olsen shot no good. Ball out of bounds. I believe it's Logan ball. It is. Right call.
Again, Emery can't clear. Another chance to have them 1 and out. They cannot do so. So a fresh 35, 4:35 left, and Logan again can get the lead on this possession.
Logan Lester into the game. A.J. Thomas to the bench for the Spartans. There's the lob in off the left wing. Turnover. Johansson out in front. Ben, can he finish? No. Shot too hot. Rebound by Lester. His putback draws the foul, and Logan's hustle on the offensive rebound will earn him a trip to the line.
That Ben's shot just spins out, but again, Logan Lester sitting right underneath the rim, gets the offensive board, And again, you're going to find Logan around the rim every single time, and he's hanging out at the free throw line now after the foul.
First shot, no good.
Yeah, that's the area for Emery all season, the free throw line.
Second shot, good. So Lester now with 5 in the game. As he goes 1 of 2 at the line, it's a 2-point Emery advantage, 36-34. Grizzly basketball as they work out of the high post. Now working the ball around the perimeter, down low. Tough shot, good. Boy, fighting through the contact was Hayden Rose. He's got his first 2 points of the game, and we are tied at 36. Breck wants to go right. Sticking with him is Moon. No easy task. Now to Conover. He'll try a 3. Breaks the tie with a bank shot. Garrett Conover for 3.
They kiss off the glass from the angle in front of the student section. Hits home, and a much-needed 3-point hit for Garrett Conover.
We have a full time out of the court with 3:43 to play in the third. Garrett Conover breaks the tie with a bank shot, 39-36. 3:43 to play in the third.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing service to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our Price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
The Spartans play here.
This is Maddox Tanny, number 12. This is Miles Warrenson, number 13.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Out of the timeout, it's Logan basketball. 39-36, Emery by 3. Grizzlies working onto the baseline. Olsen, who's had a great quarter, kicked back out. Here's a triple for the tie. Halfway down, it rims out. Another rebound, and Olsen lays it in for 2 more.
Offensive rebounding. The Grizzlies have been better all night long. 2 more at the cup.
Olsen now with 11 points as he has picked up the load for the Grizzlies on the offensive side of the ball. Out of the timeout for Emery, Ben Johansson, Logan Lester, Maddox Tanny, Brett Griffin, and Garrett Conover. Lester with the ball top of the key. He is face guarded by Woolley. Goes into the high post. Tanny passes out of it. Breck has an open 3, and of course he knocks it down.
He's been money all night long, and BG right in front of the bench takes a tumble. Not before he splashes home another 3.
42-38. It's a 4-point advantage for the Spartans.
For Emery now, got a rebound.
2 teams exchanging blows in a must-win game. It's Olsen, the runner on the baseline. Shot is no good. Fights for the ball. Logan Lester has the highest motor, and he comes up with it. Foul is called at midcourt. I believe it's Emery ball. The officials are going to talk about this, and that's exactly what it will be. A foul called against Hayden Rose. Logan Lester with the hustle play.
The Grizzlies got a point-blank shot right at the rim. Can't make it. Logan Lester then comes up with the loose ball and then takes a spill right on the Spartan logo. That's hustle. That ball was loose. Those 50-50 balls are the difference in playing next week and going home tonight.
Lester walks it up. Lester goes to Tanny.
Got to shoot that.
Tanny back to Lester. He'll try the straightaway. 3 good. Logan Lester makes it rain.
Spin out. It's an open look. Somebody's got to shoot the ball, and Logan Lester splashes a 3 home. He's having a heck of a night.
Picks up the foul on the other end, but Logan Lester had 4 in the first half. He's got 4 in the second half. And Emery enjoying one of its largest leads of the game, 45-38 at the 2:03 mark in the third quarter.
Yeah, Maddox didn't panic. He just spins at the free throw line out of traffic, and Logan Lester, dead center three-pointer, knocked it down.
Citron's going to stick with Woolley. Emery right now playing out of the zone. Woolley directing traffic. High pick set. There's nothing there. Emery's done a terrific job of taking the ball out of Woolley's hands. He'll drive, force up a 15-footer. It's no good. Nemby can't come down with a rebound. A.J. Thomas does. Thomas now up the left sideline. A.J. stops, crosses over, finds Breck. Head fake. He's going to drive. Spins out of trouble, throws the ball away. It's intercepted by Clayton. Numbers favor Emery. Clayton into the defense, draws the foul, will go to the line. Clock stops at a minute 28, third quarter, 45-38 Emery, and 2 shots coming for Max Clayton.
And one of those turnovers Emery has, then the Grizzlies are out and running, and A.J. trying to get in position to stop the fast break. Rides him on the way up to the rim. Correct call, 2 free throws. Grizzlies trying to stop the Emery run.
Big shots, and Clayton cannot get one to drop as he misses off the front of the iron. Some changes for Logan. Jacob Spock will come into the game. Udi remains out on the floor along with Hayden Rose and Nenby.
AJ's been a beast on the rebounds tonight for the Emery Spartans.
So active. Second shot, no good. Clayton missed the pair. Empty trip for the Grizzlies. Breck into the paint, kick to Thomas. AJ holds and gives it up now to Lester. Minute 15 left in the third. Logan.
Backdoor.
Danny has a wide open A.J. Thomas. Great recovery by Logan. And now Porter will drive. Porter with a feed. Tanny with a finish for 2.
Nice shovel pass. Tanny right on the left-hand side goes glass, 2 more.
Largest lead of the game for Emery. 47-38. Closing out the third quarter in style. Clayton will try another 3. No good again, and this time it goes off the rim and over the top of the backboard. Clayton will go to the bench. And Woolley will come in.
That's the right offense for the Grizzlies. High post, they collapse in, then you get a look from the three-point line. It's wide open. It's good offense.
We have a 10-second differential between the shot and game clock, so Logan will get one more opportunity, barring an Emery offensive rebound. Lester brings it up. He hands it off to Breck. Breck goes high post to Tanny. He's off the left elbow. Handoff back to Breck. Jump stop. And he traveled. I don't know if he necessarily moved the pivot foot or not. Coach Justice is telling him it's close. So the ball will go back.
It's one of those ones it's going to be called. It's close, but I'd probably call it travel too.
47-38, Logan basketball, shot clock turned off.
And the Grizzlies need 2 going into the fourth.
Woolley's going to hold for the final shot. We're down to 10 on the game clock. It's an Enby. Cross court goes back to Woolley. Onto the baseline. Kick out. Udi fights through the closeout. 15-footer is no good, and that takes us to the end of the quarter. Emery dominates the third. They put up 18 points. They extend that 4-point lead all the way to 9. We are through 3 at the Spartan Center. 8 minutes remain. We'll see if Emery can hold on and punch its ticket to Cedar City when we return.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
The Spartans play here.
This is Porter Citrid, number 2.
This is Brett Griffin, number 0.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Fourth quarter. Someone's season is about to end. Emery right now in prime shape. They lead 47-38. But it is Grizzly basketball moving right to left off the radio dial. Of course, we want to welcome in the listening audience on KVNU on 102.1 FM, 610 AM in Logan. Nenby with the ball in the paint. Shot up. Good. They go right to the big fella to get things going in the fourth quarter, and it's 47-40.
Great offensive set to start the fourth. You get a deep positioning, and that's about the easiest two he's going to get all night long.
Athletic lineup out on the floor for Emery with Lester, Griffin, and Citrin. Tanny with the ball. He's off the left elbow. Gives it back to Breck. Nenby guarding him. Breck spin. Kick. Lester's going to drive. Logan gets to the rack. Shot at the rim is good, and Logan Lester continues to have his best offensive game of the varsity season.
Logan continues to live at the rim, and that's smart basketball.
49-40. Nenby in the paint. Tough shot, just short. Gets his own rebound, lays it in for 2 more. You might have to just run with Nenby.
Yep, I continue to pound the ball to him.
1 minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Lester goes to Thomas. AJ gets to the baseline, kicks out to Tanny. Tanny now to Lester, 20 on the shot clock. Bounce pass over to Breck. Mid-range jumper up, good. Breck grip it again. He's got 20 in the ball game, Travis.
20 points. Comes in averaging 14.3, so well over that on 47% clip.
51-42, a foul called against Emery, trying to deny Nenby the ball. And now Garrett Conover will come back into the game for the Spartans. 6:37 left in regulation. Emery up by 9.
But I like that foul. Be physical with him.
Well, as Conover comes into the game, you know he's going to play physical ball. Tanny will get a breather. Booty to inbound. Gets it into Nenby. Nenby's shot is good.
6 straight to start the fourth.
He's got 12 now in the ball game. But they are exchanging baskets because Brett Griffin is on fire and he adds 2 more. And if you're Logan right now, you can't afford to alternate baskets. Timeout, 6:23 to play in the fourth. We'll keep it here for this 30-second break. And for those on KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM in Logan, a shout out to the sponsors: Old Grist Mill, Napa Auto Parts, Adams Wealth Advisors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson IT, Lena Powell, State Farm, DD Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Planet Fitness, Young Automotive, Logan High Coaches, and Cache Valley Daily. This game also streaming at CacheValleyDaily.com. And, of course, CastleCountryRadio.com, as well as KSLSports.com.
Yeah, the Logan Grizzlies down 9, 6:23 here in the fourth. Offensively, they've got 6 straight around the cup, but they've got to figure out a way to stop Brett Griffin, who absolutely keeps torching them on the offensive end of the floor.
They literally have no answer.
Yeah, they're going to have to send a double, get the ball out of his hands.
He's got 22 points in the game. And there's 6:13 to play in regulation. Seems like every possession is going to be huge for the Grizzlies. Nenby, kick out. Woolley lost the ball. After a great start to the game, he has struggled in the second half. And a foul called against Logan.
Oof.
They whistle the foul against Jacob Spock.
I didn't see much on that. A lot of traffic over there. It looked like just play on.
2 minutes left, 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Lester, pull up, 3-point shot is long. That might have been a dagger. Logan went for the kill. Grizzlies with the basketball off of the rebound. Udi brings it up. Udi goes right side. Olsen has done a great job of carrying the offense. Now to Nenby. Nenby drives. Nenby's shot is good. And all of a sudden, he looks revitalized.
8 straight.
53-46. They got to get a defensive stop.
Yeah, his motor now is just chugging along.
AJ with the ball, and he goes to Lester. Lester between the legs. Now to AJ. Goes back to Lester, now to Breck. 3-point shot up, no good. And a flop called against Breck.
That's the correct call.
That is the first time we have seen that called this year, to my knowledge.
They did. He tried to draw the foul. First time we've seen it, like you said. Looked like a tired shot, though, from Breck. Didn't have his legs underneath him. Short, barely drawn iron. Ball then just sits in the middle of the paint.
Logan Lester will go to the bench. He has been a glue guy in this game. So Tanny Conover, Thomas, Porter, and Breck. The starting five out on the floor for Emery with 5 minutes to play in regulation. Spock for three, and he knocks it down. And the Grizzlies refuse to go quietly. It's 53-49.
Spock. Bullseye.
Thomas. He holds top of the key. Udi is going to follow Porter Citron. Spock is going to follow Brett Griffin. AJ takes it in, hands it off to Conover. That shot bounced all the way around the rim and didn't drop. Logan got the stop they needed. They can get back within one possession. It's Grizzly basketball.
That ball sat on the rim and somehow rolled right off at the last second.
Kick to the corner. Spock looking for a second triple. He's got it. Jacob Spock goes back-to-back from deep, and it's a 6-0 Logan run. 53-52 Emery, 4:08 to play.
Right in front of his bench. Spock again for three. Got the bench fired up. Defensively, they're fired up. They're within one.
Thomas goes to Porter. He penetrates. Baseline, finds the cutter. Brett Griffin shot no good. Logan can take the lead. Reach in, foul called against Emery. And the guilty party is Garrett Conover.
Emery has missed 2 layups at the rim. Logan within one. Timeout Grizzlies.
Full timeout taken on the floor. We have a dandy brewing here at the Spartan Center. 3:52 to play in the fourth. It's Emery 53, Logan 52 when we return.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
The Spartans play here.
This is Maddox Tanny, number 12. This is Miles Warrenson, number 13.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Logan basketball out of the timeout. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Emery 53, Grizzlies 52. Nenby, kick out. Woolley's going to reset the offense. 20 on the shot clock to Spock. Heat check, and it's an air ball. That's exactly what that was, a heat check, not a great shot. And then a foul is called against Udi. Second team foul against the Grizzlies. He fouled Brett Griffin at midcourt.
I know he said 2 in a row, but you can get that shot at any time. It's a little deep. It's not within the offense. It's a bad shot, leads to a rebound, then leads to a foul. And that's his third personal foul.
Emery ball. Porter Citron has been held in check for the most part. He's got 5 points, goes to the high post. Tanny's shot is no good, and Logan comes down with a rebound and an opportunity to take a late fourth quarter lead.
It's a tough shot for Maddox with the length closing out.
Nenby. Tough look. Tried to go glass, no good, and that is great defense by Tanny.
Flop.
They call a flop
on Olsen.
That is,
was coming in for a rebound, and I don't agree with that one. Wasn't much there. That's 2 flops.
Interesting. Nonetheless, ball goes back to Emery. 3 minutes to play in the game. It's Spartans by 1. Oof. Lester with the ball top of the key. Goes to AJ. AJ gets to the right low block. Kicks out to Breck. 20 on the shot clock. Now to Logan. Logan to Porter. Porter guarded by Udi. Takes him off of the dribble. Thought about the step back three. Instead, he goes to the corner. Breck puts up the 16-footer. Good! Breck Griffin.
They're going to get Breck a flop. Technical.
I'm speechless. I am completely speechless. A flop against Breck Griffin. The third flop of the game, the second against Breck, and that is a technical. First shot, the technical is no good. So Woolley, who is scoreless in the second half, will get one more opportunity. Second foul shot is good. That's the first technical foul we have seen all year long. (55-53). So it did cost Emery a point. And now Logan can tie or take the lead. That's how big that second flop was. Is that 3 in this quarter?
Yeah.
I think we've seen 3. I haven't seen 1 all year. Here's a 3 for the lead. Woolley shot no good. In and out. Rebound to Conover. Porter tried to go. Udi picks his pocket. A turnover. And now it's Logan with a basketball. To Nenby. Goes back to Woolley. Into the corner. Udi's going to drive baseline. Kick to Nemby, swings it to Olsen, 3 for the lead, no good. It hits the top of the backboard, and we have a whistle, and I believe Spock is going to be called for the foul. Emery dodging another bullet with 2:05 to play in the fourth quarter. This game is getting intense. Full timeout is taken. 55-53. Do not go anywhere. We have one brewing here. Someone's season may end in 2:05. Spartans by 2 when we return.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22.
This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Fourth quarter, 2:05 to play. Emery 55, Logan 53. Emery ball. They have to go the length of the floor, left to right off of the radio dial. Both teams have one foul to give. And there's the foul to give for Logan as Spock is called for the body check. Just beyond the half-court line. Foul shots the rest of the way for Emery. 4 personals now against Spock as well.
So for Emery, you put a lot of pressure on the Logan Grizzlies with a bucket here. Up 2 with possession of the ball, fresh 35. You know, if you get downhill, they foul you. You're getting to the free throw line, so make this possession count.
Porter out of the corner. He drives. He's got the path. Porter finishes at the rack for 2.
Just like that, swim move, left-hand side, scoop layup, good 2.
You called it. Putting a little pressure on the Grizzlies now with 1:39 in regulation, 57-53. Nenby, cross court. Woolley had an open 3, passed on it. Instead goes to Spock, now to Udi. Udi off the left wing. Goes back to Woolley. There's the 3 ball, knocks it down.
Anybody but that kid. That kid's special. And he buries a corner 3 and brings the Grizzlies within 1.
His first field goal of the second half, but his 5th triple. 57-56, 1:10 to play. Porter out of the left corner. Goes to AJ. Wide open 3, no good. Rebound, down low. Lester off the mark. Logan basketball. and the Grizzlies can take the lead with 57 seconds to play in the fourth.
Logan had it, and all he had to do was put it back in, and he short-rimmed it. The tip no good. Grizzly ball.
Udi gives the ball to Spock. Back to Udi. Now to Woolsey. Into the high post. Nenby down low. Blocked by Brett Griffin at the rim. A massive defensive play. And a timeout taken on the floor.
What a block shot by Brett Griffin. He rotates down. He swats the ball off the glass.
When you need him, the sophomore Brett Griffin does it again. 37.5 to play in the game, and it's 57-56 Emery, and they have control of the basketball.
They had it. That's a great post pass down low, but the way up was just so soft. You have to take the ball up strong, and he goes up soft. He thought he was just going to flip it up. He doesn't realize BG's there for the block. Now, the Grizzlies don't have to foul. They can play the possession out, down one, 37.5 game clock, 31 on the shot clock.
As long as they don't give up a three, the Grizzlies will have an opportunity to either win or send this game into overtime. Think about that.
Yeah, they're much better than that 5-17 mark, 5-5 in region play. They're the 13th seed. We knew coming in that team, this team, is better than the 13 next to their name in the bracket.
Scoreboard reset, 37.5 left. Emery 57, Logan 56. Logan out of fouls to give, Emery 1 to give. The Spartans have to go the length of the floor. Inbound to Breck, who gives it back to AJ. Right now, there is a 6-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Porter brings it up, nearly lost the ball. Emery's going to have to take a timeout. Porter was trapped.
It's great defense
on the sideline. It's scrappy defense. You don't want to foul Porter that far out, especially with where the shot clock is sitting.
No, Porter's 70% at the free throw line. They almost came up with the steal, so 27.8 now remain.
Heads up timeout by head coach Dave Justice. So Travis out of the timeout if you're Emery. Who gets the ball? What do you want?
Get the ball to Porter up top. Let Porter go to work. Somehow you got to get BG the basketball. He's been the offensive focal point. See if you can get a mid-range jump shot, or if Porter can blow past his defender, the second line of defense should move up. The shovel pass should find underneath for a layup.
Lester will inbound. Emery has the starting five out on the floor.
Logan, watch for him as well. He's all night long been around the rim.
Double baseline pick for Porter, nothing there. Thomas with the ball. AJ gives it back to Lester, and the Grizzlies go to the foul with 23.9 left. They decide to play the foul game and put the ball in their hand. I don't think it's a bad decision.
No, I don't hate it at all. The way that Emery shoots the ball from the free throw line, it's not good. Logan has had a really nice night tonight. Let's see if he can knock down 2 big free throws.
He's 1 for 2 with the stripe in this game. First shot for Lester is good.
Ice.
That didn't even touch the rim. Nenby comes in for Spock. So Udi, Woolley, Nenby, Olsen out on the floor along with Rose. That's the 5 for the Grizzlies.
Now, if Logan needs a 3, no brainer. Who you go to?
Woolley.
That kid has been dynamite all night long.
Big foul shot for Logan Lester. The second, long. Rebound, Woolley.
And they can win.
Shot clock turned off. Logan with the basketball.
Get the ball out of 21's hand.
Timeout taken by the Logan Grizzlies. They will take a full timeout. We will not. 15.3 remaining. 58-56, Emery by 2. The Spartans do have 1 foul to give. Possession arrow is in favor of Emery.
Do not foul somebody shooting a jumper, but if you're Emery, you want the ball to come into the high point. Let a little time trickle off, then commit the foul to give. And if you're Logan, I say go for the win.
Interesting.
I think you can run some action through the high post, have Woolley then whip around and get to one of those corners, and that's where the ball should go, and that kid should shoot the ball.
What a ball game. Winner go home. Emery Logan, 3A state tournament. The winner advances to Cedar City next week. If you are the Logan Grizzlies, you could not ask for a better situation.
You played really well on the road, and you're 15.3 seconds away from overtime or the win, depending on what happens. And if you're Emery, you want at least 3 to 5 to roll off before you commit the foul. Maybe Logan overplays their hand. You can get a couple more ticks off. But you have to use that foul to give.
Side out, Grizzlies to inbound. It will be Rose. Emery will not defend the inbounds pass.
And I would make sure I know where number 21 is on the floor if you're Emery.
Well, Woolley is on the baseline, and Garrett Conover is currently with him.
Yeah, they're going to get some sort of pick underneath, and Woolley's just going to rotate up, and then they're going to call timeout.
We have another timeout. Again, scoreboard reset, 15.3 left. Emery 58, Logan 56. Emery with one foul to give. Emery in control of the possession arrow. That is huge as well.
Now, I think we have a question with the book. I don't think anybody called time. I think the referees just sent him to the bench to figure things out.
The only question I have...
The score might not be correct.
No, it's right.
It's right? Timeouts?
I personally thought there was a foul that was given to Udi a few moments ago. I don't think they would be checking that right now. But there's still some confusion when the referees are looking at the books, comparing the two right now. I'm not sure what the confusion is.
You might be right on the foul. Maybe
I thought, I mean, that was a little while ago. I looked up at the scoreboard. And again, there's so many chains of communication. Scoreboard doesn't necessarily have to be right. It's the scorebook that matters. Now the coaches are going to come to center court. And Travis, I'll let you be our ears as to what's going on.
Scoreboard correction. 58 Emery. 55 Logan.
that's what I thought.
So it was the score.
I was thinking that at one point they added a point when they shouldn't have, and that's
Good catch.
huge.
I didn't see that. Good catch.
And now Logan has to change up what they're doing out of the huddle.
Wow. 58-55, 15.3 left. Grizzly basketball. A triple ties it. Screen to the corner. Woolley to Nenby. Kicks it. We're down to 7 seconds. Woolley puts up the three. It's no good off of the back iron. Rebound. Breck Emery's going to get the win.
They got the shot they wanted. Emery didn't have to burn the foul. Logan gets the ball to the 45 angle, three-point line shot on the best player on the Logan Grizzlies, and it goes off the back iron. Woolley got a great look. That is probably the best look they're going to get, and he's right on target, just long. One free throw seals this.
Breck to the line with a 1.3 seconds left. First shot is up, and that'll do it. Breck Griffin came up huge. Time and time again in this fourth quarter. No play bigger than the block on Nenby down low, which really swapped the momentum, Travis.
That's the game-saving block. Looked like a for sure 2 points for the Logan Grizzlies, and Breck Griffin pins it off the backboard, and Emery is going to escape and get to Cedar City.
Second shot for Breck is good. 1.3 left. It's a 5-point game. Woolley will put up the prayer at the buzzer. It does not matter. Emery survives. Emery advances. The season is not yet over. We go to Cedar City next week.
What a performance by Breck Griffin tonight and the Emery Spartans. Every time they went on a run, the Grizzlies fought back, punched back, gave themselves a chance, and Emery escaped 60-55.
Breck Griffin did it on both ends of the floor. Give a ton of credit tonight to the Logan Grizzlies.
Well, that's a good team. That team is better than that mark that shows. And we knew coming in it was going to be a tough out.
And it definitely was. But the Spartans find a way. They grab a 60-55 win to punch their ticket to the Final 8 at Cedar City in a week. We'll send it back to the studio for the post-game wrap-up show where we'll talk about both teams and catch up with head coach Dave Justice. Final score 60-55. Emery gets the win over Logan on 107.3 FM, 750 AM KOAL, KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM, and of course KSLSports.com. Post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union is on the way.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful. I hear you.
Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right, and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Spartans play here.
This is Porter Citrid, number 2.
This is Brett Griffin, number 0.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome back into the post-game wrap-up show here on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Also KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM in Logan. And, of course, on KSLSports.com. Final score tonight, Emery 60, Logan 55. That means Emery punches its ticket. We will continue the season in Cedar City next week. And we just found out a few moments ago that Grantsville knocked off Juab, setting the stage for Emery, a 4-12 matchup at 9 a.m. next Thursday. Before we talk about that, let's talk about the thrilling finish tonight. Emery gets the win over Logan by 5, and joining us at the broadcast table, we have head coach Dave Justice. Coach, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Deep breath. Yeah, for sure.
That's a good team.
Yeah, no, especially, obviously they got some really good shooters, and you look at their schedule, and we talked about this earlier in the week, and you felt like, oh my gosh, they played some you look at their record, and you can kind of negate them or whatever, just be like, oh, whatever their record is. But you dig a little deeper, and you realize they've had a couple kids that are really good players. Yep. There's obviously the Nemby kid that didn't play, the Udi kid that hasn't played a lot this season, kind of battled some injuries. And then they had a really tough preseason, and then when they got in the region, they gave American Heritage a couple of good games. They beat Grantsville twice. They split with Ogden, and they beat Ogden when they had the Nemby kid. And so that was a very capable team. And it's always super difficult to knock people off, especially when everyone's playing for their survival. And so just an outstanding job by the boys tonight.
We have to talk about the controversy a little late. There was 15 seconds left in the game. Logan had the ball down 2. We were debating, do you go for the tie, do you go for the win? All of a sudden, a couple of stoppages. We got to go back over, take a look at the scores book. Turns out that they granted Logan 1 additional point. Not that it matters. My scorebook is completely unofficial. I had Logan at 56 points. Both scorebooks had it at 55. What were the officials telling you?
That's all they said. They just I'm not sure exactly what happened. We were playing it just like you said, as we were up 2. And, you just see the officials talking to the refs, the officials talking to the scorebook, and so you just kind of wander over there and wonder what's going on, and they're like, well, we're just counting the score. We're not sure if the score is correct. And I'm like, okay. And then they came to the conclusion that both books, we have, both books have been doing it a long time. We have ladies that doing it that do a good job, and, they had it at 55. And so I don't recall anything, you're coaching the game. I don't remember like a missed thing, but you're coaching the game. And so, with both books have it, and our official book had it. And so they put it at 55. And I think that was handled correctly. Because that's just the rules. You have to go by the book, not the scorebook, right?
100%. Like I said, I'm totally unofficial up here. I'm just trying to keep track as we go along. With that being said, how did it change what you guys wanted to do defensively? Being up 3 instead of 2, how does that change for you?
Well, I think it could make us a lot more aggressive of running guys off the line. Obviously, we wanted to. So we were going to be a lot more aggressive coming down the line. Just trying to run guys off and really pushing them into the 3-point line, because we knew at that point they wanted to shoot a 3, right? Mm-hmm. And so we actually forced the Woolley kid into a tough shot, and then we were able to rebound it. And so it did change it. It did change our defensive strategy, and it changed kind of up what we were doing there. So.
Let's talk about some performances. I want to talk about one play individually. This game is nip and tuck down the stretch. Nemby, who we saw his motor kick into another gear late in this game, goes up for what's going to be a gimme, and here comes Breck, and bam, swats it, pins it up against the backboard. It was textbook. It was beautiful.
An unbelievable play. I think a play that kind of goes down in Emery basketball lore.
I think so.
If you think about the situation, obviously, I think it was like under a minute or so, whatever it was. The clock's kind of, but we were up 1. And it allowed us to kind of, and then, look like a sure layup. And you're just thinking, crap. And to block that shot and get the rebound. And then we ended up making 1 out of 2. And then the scoreboard country puts us up 3. Just completely changed the game. And that was an unbelievable play by an unbelievable athlete using his instincts. And it was just great. It was just amazing.
He scores 26 tonight. I know if you look at the box score, you say A.J. Thomas only scored 5, but I believe this was AJ's best game of the year.
I told him that live. I thought that game he did great. He kind of played on the wing. He played good defense. He got into some good shots. it was tough. It was tough for all of our guys. Porter and AJ. Breck got his mid-range game going a little bit, but against that big Senby kid, as you're driving in there, it becomes tough. And so, we had a hard time with that. But they didn't get frustrated. They just played, and we're all and no. And end of the day, just like I told Porter, because Porter didn't have his normal shooting great night, but it doesn't matter. It's like if we win, we're all going to be excited. It just depends on how many points. And Breck had it going tonight, and Logan had it going tonight, our 2 sophomores, and it might be another guy another night, but everyone's got to chip in.
I'm glad you mentioned Logan. He comes off the bench, scores 11 points, had a big second half as well. Hit the calmest straightaway 3.
Oh, it was big.
And that was huge, right?
Oh, it was huge. And then his defense was awesome. He handled the rock for us, too. He just did an outstanding job. I was so proud of him, handling the ball, doing his thing. And so he did great. Logan did great. And, to be our 2 sophomores to kind of come out there and ball out like that, that was a great job by him. And then that straightaway 3, even that free throw that he hit in the fourth quarter, that's not an easy free throw. I know he missed the second one, but even to get 1 out of 2, that was good stuff. So,
Coach, what did you tell the boys after this win in the locker room?
Survive in advance.
Yep.
It's just survive in advance. That it doesn't matter seeding. So enjoy this win. It's like 4-13, whatever. I mean, just like you said, Grants will beat you at 5-12, and
right.
Seeding doesn't matter.
No.
Everyone's records are gone. Doesn't matter, and so enjoy this, celebrate this one. Doesn't matter how we did it. We got it done. On to the next one. So, yep, ridiculous.
And I know that's what we're going to be talking about next week, Coach, when you and I talk, as we do every week, right? But tonight I think it's important just to enjoy this one, enjoy the fact that the boys found a way to grit one out. That's very, very important. And as you and I are talking, we just found out that Delta defeated Carbon. The Dinos were trailing in this game by 20 at one particular time. They come back to cut it to 2, and they lose by 4 to Delta. So
that's a tough place to play down there, and we know how good Carbon is, and so just like shows you every game is tough in the playoffs. So you're just happy to win one and moving on to the next. So,
well, Coach, you brought Garrett Conover up with you, who is we say this all the time. There's people that love to just grab a box score and look at it that don't necessarily watch the game. I don't care what the box score says. The guy sitting next to you affects the game literally every single night based off of the physicality, the grittiness, defense, the physicality. I mean, it's all the dirty, gritty little things that you have to win basketball
Definitely.
games.
And I had to shout out this kid because if you notice, the Nemby kid got going there in the fourth quarter, and he got a couple baskets going, and G kind of answered the call there. I don't know how it happened, but G all of a sudden was in the middle, and he's like, I'm taking him. And with Garrett, he probably given up 6 inches, a foot maybe, but he's battling, he's pushing him down, he's just doing his best, and he really affected a few of those shots and got us a few more stops there, and he's just done an outstanding job this year, rebounding, defense. He got a bank 3 today, we'll take it, and so he's just, hey, thank you, he just did an outstanding job, and so I always we want to shout out those things like the rebounding and the defense and doing all the dirty work, and he's done it all year for us, and we love him around here. So
well, let's talk to G, Coach. Thank you again.
Appreciate
you and I will talk next week. Can't wait.
Yeah, we're just happy to keep playing. So,
yeah, absolutely. Coach Dave Justice taking out the time to join us, and now we're going to be joined by Garrett Conover as Garrett can put the headset on, and let's flip that headset around the other way. There you go. Garrett, I saw you smile a moment ago. You're pretty straight-faced most of the time, but there's plenty to smile about tonight. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Coach was just talking about the gritty nature. One of the things that he just said, which I absolutely love, you wanted to guard the biggest, toughest kid on the opposing team. That's a challenge, right? I mean, I think a lot of the times people want to stray away from a challenge. You want the easy route. You said, no, give him to me. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about the mentality. And you, as a junior, stepping up and saying, no, I want the best. Let's go.
I mean, I wanted the challenge. I wanted to be the one to help my team win, and I think me guarding him was my best chance, and I wanted to be the one to do it.
How difficult was it?
I mean, it's always a challenge. It was difficult, but it's just another game.
Yeah. I love how you bring the physicality. We saw it on a football field, right? You love to play physical, right? So what is it about that aspect that kind of drives you, specifically on the basketball court as well?
It's just the mindset. It just clicks as soon as I'm on the court or on the field. It just happens.
Well, tonight the bank was open. You had a big 3. I said on air you did that on purpose. You wanted to bank it in.
I called bank.
That's all that matters, right? I mean, as long as you call it. But it was a big time. It was a crucial time. And what I respected most, again, it was a big time moment. You're not necessarily the first option on the offensive side of the ball, but you put up a big three off of the left wing. Never really thinking about the moment and just playing the game, I would assume, right? Is that kind of what happens?
Yeah, I just got to wait for my moment. I'm going to do my job, and if it's my moment to score, I'll do it.
Tell me about that mentality. The mentality of saying you don't have to come out and score 20 points a night. You don't have to come out and be the dominant ball carrier or ball handler. You just have to fill a role on a team. All right. I want you to talk about that because I think you're the ultimate team guy. You fill the role. We talk about that, it seems like, every broadcast. But even for the younger kids that are coming up to play basketball, talk about the importance of filling a role that the team needs.
Well, every team needs a role player. Like, we have P scoring, Breck rebound scores, everybody like that. And then I got to be rebounders. And I'm hoping, kind of teaching the younger guys, I need them to step up, rebound. And then that's just my role. We got to win games, and if I need to do that, then I'm going to step up and do it.
Rebounding was huge. I thought early on in the game we did a great job in crashing the glass, but every time Logan got back into this game, it seemed like they were doing it with second or third chance opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
That was obviously noticeable for you.
Mm-hmm. We really got to work on those boards. Like, the last few games we've been really good, but I think we just got to box out a little better, but it's nothing we can't handle.
Tell me about the effort and the time that this team has put in, because when you get to the Final Eight, it's an accomplishment. It's difficult to do. We've played basketball since November. You lose tonight, the season's over. Right? This is the most important game of the season to get to that final stage. Talk to me about the commitment and the grind over the course of a high school basketball season and what that's like.
Grind's constant. During practice, each one of us was pushing each other. Sometimes we get after each other, but we keep pushing ourselves, making each other better.
Now that you get to go to Cedar City, what's the best part about that? Still playing for a state championship? I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, I'm getting to play with P's gone after this year, getting to play with him a few more games, and getting to play with everybody else. It's exciting.
Well, we know that it's going to be Grantsville as they knocked off Juab, so it's a 4-12 matchup. And then you don't want to look too far ahead. I don't know that there's a better side of the bracket to be on. I think it's tough all the way through and through. I'm sure you would agree. 3A is tough.
Yeah. I agree, really. That side of the bracket's tough, but so is this side. The rest of the teams, they're all good, but we just got to keep playing our game.
So what do you do now the rest of the weekend?
Just lock in for the next one. Get ready for practice. And
do you have to ice yourself down or anything? Do you have anything like that you do after these games?
Ice and ibuprofen. That's
all right. So that's what your Friday night looks like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then come out and root for the girls tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Garrett Conover. Garrett, all year long, Travis here has said you're one of his favorite players. It's a joy to watch someone play that gritty style of basketball. Fits so well with what we have in the athleticism and the scoring ability of the others. Congratulations on the win tonight. Let's keep it going, and we'll see you in Cedar City.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Garrett Conover taking out the time to join us. We're going to send it back to the studio, and we'll return to put the final touches on tonight's broadcast. Final score, Emery 60, Logan 55. It's the postgame wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills. If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right, and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 22. This is Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We'll take it.
Welcome back into the postgame wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Remember, you can hop into any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches. Tell them you want to turn your Visa debit card into an Emery High School Spirit card. It'll take just a couple of minutes. And, boy, you can take your Spartan pride with you wherever you go. Travis, let's go over this one again. Emery gets the win 60-55 tonight.
Oh, what a game. What a fun game. We knew coming in, Logan's a good team. That team was going to come in. They were going to play tough, and they did. They hung around. They gave themselves a chance here on the road at the end to try to steal this game away, but Brett Griffin comes through. The block changes everything in the game off the glass. They come down, hit a couple free throws, and ice this thing away.
Wow.
Cedar City.
Go to Cedar City, early game, 9:30. Grantsville is going to be the opponent that Emery will get. We take a look at the final scores in tonight's game. 26 points from Brett Griffin. Biggest play of the game might have been the block, preventing a tie on Nenby down low late in the fourth quarter. It's just Breck being Breck. I mean, that's the way you call it nowadays.
Yeah, they had no answer for him all night long defensively. They just could not stop him. And he's defensively been there all year. Those blocks, he's had at least one off the glass in each game if you go back and watch. And no bigger than that one to send Emery to the 9:30 slot Thursday.
11 points tonight from Logan Lester off of the bench. Huge.
They don't win without Logan tonight. There's no way Emery escapes without Logan Lester. The way he just hung around the rim and scored a bunch of points in the paint.
Maddox Danny finishes tonight's game with 8 points and a huge performance in the second half. He scores 5 of that 8 over the final 2 quarters.
Yeah, the balance. Anytime Emery gets the balance as you go down this box score, they're probably going to be on the right side of the scoreboard.
Porter Citrid finishes with 7, and Emery still finds a way to get the win. That is also huge. Then you take a look at some of the other scores. A.J. Thomas with 5, and what I say was arguably A.J.'s best game of the year.
The way he knocked down that 3 in the first half, that's a big 3. It swings the momentum, gives him the lead, the little cushion. But the way he rebounded the ball, he was everywhere tonight on the glass.
That's going to do it for us here tonight. Final score, Emery 60, Logan 55. Your final thoughts?
Fun. When we knew it was going to be a game. And Logan didn't disappoint. They came and they gave themselves a chance. They've got some special kids on that Logan Grizzlies team. It's a young team. They're going to be back.
Yeah, I mean, again, Ethan Woolley was fantastic as he scored 17 points, 14 from Sagan Enby as well, and he scored 10 of that 14 in the second half. I mean, that's a good basketball team.
Yeah, Ethan Woolley shot. He got to the point he needed to, and he rose up. He shot it long. It's right on point. It's just a little bit back rim, and as a shooter, you know that you're on target. And he was on target all night, and that's one of those rare misses he had.
We're going to be back to do it again tomorrow. Live coverage is going to begin at 12:30, tip-off at 1 o'clock as the Emery Lady Spartans will take the court. It's their turn to punch their ticket to Cedar City as they take on Providence Hall. Final score here tonight, Emery 60, Logan 55. For Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson, a pleasure to be along with you. We love Emery High School basketball. It was fun to be along with the audience in Logan as well. KBNU 102.1 FM and 610 AM. And always a pleasure to team up with KSL Sports. Final score tonight, Emery 60, Logan 55. As always, go Spartans.